What's up, gang, and welcome back to another edition of Road Trippin with the Rudes.
Hi, guys, and thanks so much for tuning in to episode 1 of Loki's Rudes Real Review. Yes. And guys, if you have been riding with us all along, thank you so much. If you tune into our real reviews and not our travel vlogs, this is probably the first time you've seen Corey without a hat. And I don't know about you, but I remember the first time I saw LL without his bucket hat. And it took a long time to get adjusted. It definitely took me forever to get adjusted to non-bucket hat LL. So comment down below if you feel that pain. But if this is your first time tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like this video. And share it with your friends. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Guys, we do travel vlogs, we do real reviews, we do unboxings. We are just normalizing being us, doing us, and all things we love.
Yeah. And look, my hat's off because, you know, this episode had my mind blown.
Hats off to that. So guys, before we get into this, that's actually pretty good. Before we get into this, I know you see I've got my Loki shirt on, but I'm also trying to give you some Hillary Banks vibes. You know why?
Why?
They both think the world revolves around them. And that's what this episode was giving me. So, full disclosure, we will go through this. There are spoilers, but we will absolutely discuss everything Loki episode 1, Glorious Purpose.
And I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Here's what I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm gonna start ranking the Disney Plus Marvel series. At least their first episodes, right? So right out of the gate, in last place is WandaVision. Because you know they had to come out.
I thought of this too.
For real? Oh,
yes.
That's what's up. So look, they had to bring out 2 episodes to make you satisfied for WandaVision.
Guys, just so you know, we don't discuss while we're watching something. So I was very quiet.
Yeah.
But I know that you are like, oh, you can't compare the series. But I was like, okay, so WandaVision's your
3.
You're number 3.
Yep.
Who's your number 2?
Loki.
Yep. That's exactly what. And then number 1 being Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that first episode is going to be hard to beat.
Guys, if you haven't seen our WandaVision or Falcon and Winter Soldier reviews, please be sure to check them out. We'll include them there.
I'm hyped because it's been a long time since we've talked about Marvel. It feels like it.
We talk about Marvel every day.
Well,
guys.
yeah, but you know, on a real review,
yes,
it feels like it's been like a long time since the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes, guys, we talk about Marvel theories like all day around here.
all the time.
But what I will say is that the first 2 episodes of WandaVision were a struggle, and then it just like took off. And Falcon and Winter Soldier, boom, they started out from the rip with a bang. Loki is letting the beat build.
But listen, I like how they brought Loki up to speed on himself in 51 minutes. That was the running time of this episode.
Let me tell you.
They brought it. That was like some great writing.
Glorious Purpose. Perfect title. He does say it throughout the show. We'll get you started with the beginning of it, but I will say this. The reason why I said Loki and Hillary Banks is because, you know, everyone is the star in the movie that is their life. And so 2012 Loki has a lot of growing to do.
Right.
We've been able to see it over the past 10 years, right? Or 8, I forget when.
That was the point that I wanted to come on here and make sure that people realize that you're dealing with Loki that's only been in 2 movies. That Loki that we're seeing in this episode.
Yes.
It has only been in 2 movies, which would be Thor and then the Avengers.
Yes. And let me just say,
it's not the Loki that we all came to love from Infinity War.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So this was amazing. Amazing writing on their part. The cast was just awesome. And I want to say we've seen him mature, but I loved that moment of him 2012, seeing everything. So I will say this. If you're not following us already on social media, especially our Instagram at Road Trippin' with the Roots or our website at roadtrippinwiththeroots.com, please do so. We're going to take it back to our 2012 us and note some things that we would do differently if we could talk to 2012 us. So we'll be dropping that. But it starts off with the infamous scene that we all know from Endgame, which is Loki, dipping off as soon as Hulk recklessly drops the Tesseract.
Well, and he knocked it out of Tony's hand.
Knocked it out of Tony's hand, which knocked it out of the case, which, Then you see the Marvel intro.
Yeah.
And it turns green, guys. It just felt so good. And then you have Loki transferring, or I don't know what you would want to call it, but teleporting into the Gobi Desert in Mongolia.
Right.
In enters Wunmi Masaku, who played Ruby in Lovecraft Country.
Right.
So, let me just say, the moment I saw her, I was excited. But then I also realized that Lovecraft Country might not be coming back. That's what I'm worried. I'm not hearing anything about it. Comment down below if you too loved you some Lovecraft Country.
Which is funny because we may get a cameo from Jonathan Majors, who played Atticus in Lovecraft Country, because he is Kang the Conqueror.
I know.
So he's a time traveler as well. So we'll see. I'm not going to make no theories yet, yet. But I learned, and what's your man's name?
Deron Lee. We've missed you, by the way.
Yo, Deron Lee. I showed you on Falcon and Winter Soldier. You got to take them at face value, right? Take them at face value this time, all right? Whatever they show you, believe them.
I'm trying to see Kang the Conqueror. Okay? That is what it is. But anyway, at this point, so she plays a TVA agent, and TVA is Time Variant Authority. She pops up. They grab him for trying to reset the timeline. She puts that collar on Loki.
I like the name of the team. They're called Minutemen.
Minutemen. Yes. I did love that. And she put that collar on Loki, and Loki got himself together. And it was funny because it makes me think of the collar that we have for our Loki. Yeah. It's a Loki collar. So then you have him in this, holding cell. They, go to touch him. And again, this is 2012 Loki. Loki's like, I'm a god up in this piece.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like, don't touch me. That's fine Asgardian leather. Marvel, just make a clothing line. We're here for it. We'll be buying. Thank you very much. What did you think about the cell scene?
When they put him in the elevator type thing. First of all, I thought I got Star Wars vibes from the nurses, the little droid nurses that they had when they was taking his clothes off. Also, I got the thought that has to be, they had to make a Funko of that.
Here's what I thought, because I'm a shook one, guys. I thought, don't get cute and try to make this a ride. Because it was definitely giving me Tower of Terror vibes. And shout out to the opening of Avengers Campus in Disneyland. I was like, don't make this a ride.
Check out Bree's vlog, by the way.
EC Magic has a very amazing, she's got 2 amazing vlogs out already on Avengers Campus. So please be sure to check her out. Check out those vlogs. They give you all types of feels. But I'm like, don't make this a ride. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And anyway, he drops down. He's in this holding cell. It was also making me think of Coco. When they're doing the paperwork and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So the inside of the joint gave me 70s vibes.
It did, futuristic 70s. Yeah, yup.
I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm here for it if it is.
World's Fair looking.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yep.
So, and shout out to the location of World's Fair. We drive by it every time we go to New York, and I'm like, oh, bring it back. And we'll include our Harry Potter link. We were just in the city this weekend, which was fun. So you have him, and then you have a video from Miss Minutes.
Oh, you're not going to talk about him having to sign off on everything he said?
Yes, Guys, first of all, if I had to sign off on everything I said, I would be going back.
I know. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And also, they showed a cat, which I don't think is a cat. Could it be?
I think it's a flirkin. I definitely thought it was a flirkin.
That's what I was thinking.
Because as soon as he walks in, you see a scroll.
Yup.
But then the scroll disappears.
I didn't put that together, but yeah, you're right.
The scroll disappears.
Which is setting up, in my opinion, secret wars, because they're letting you know that the scrolls have been around all this time. That was to let you know, because it's 2012.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's letting you know that these scrolls have been around the whole time.
Kind of like Black Disney creators. So, if you aren't doing so already, be sure to follow the hashtag BippitiBoppitiBlack and Black Girl Disney on Instagram. You'll get a lot of content. But yes, so to see that scroll, I was excited. I was definitely excited. Mm-hmm. It was giving us complete 70s vibes, right?
Yeah,
Miss Minute was giving the rundown, which I thought was interesting. And then
But hold on. Because you slow down. Because there's some things
I'm excited, guys.
that you already probably missed, so I gotta school you a little bit. I told you I'm in my bag.
Class is in session, guys. When he wears his Thanos, anything Thanos, we're in trouble.
No resurrections this time. But anyway, when she showed that video, it was 3 key words in that video that they made sure that stuck out in your head. For me, at least, it was Nexus, which they did that in WandaVision, let you know she's a Nexus being. It was multiverse. They kept saying multiverse.
Yes.
And they kept saying madness, which is Doctor Strange.
Yes.
Title of his movie, Multiverse of Madness.
I did not think about that.
I know.
I thought it was great the way they explained.
That's why I got my hat off, yo.
I love the way they explained synchronizing the timeline.
Yeah.
And they talked about the multiverse.
Yeah.
So that was dope. And then in enters Agent Mobius.
Back up one more time. Let me say one more thing too. That other guy that was in the room with him when they told him to take a number.
Yes.
He called that guy Buckethead, which I think was an homage to Star Wars, because you always call a stormtrooper Bucketheads.
Oh, that's funny. Well, first of all, so he was like being real diva-ish, and he's like, my father is on the board of Goldman Sachs. Yeah. You're going to hear about this.
Yeah.
So I wonder how he even got to be able to travel through time.
Yeah, right. But I just wanted to point that out. I thought, it's little slick stuff you got to be paying attention to. And I've watched it multiple times. Nicole only watched it one time, but I watched it more than once. So I was able to look at little things in the background. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So that part, the take a ticket part, I thought was interesting. Mm-hmm. It was like there were only 2 of us, but they were conditioning him to follow directions. So in enters Agent Mobius, played by Owen Wilson. Can we have a moment of appreciation for Owen Wilson's glow up?
I don't think he really glue up, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
No, he was definitely the Daniel Baldwin out of the
2 brothers,
the Wilson brothers, yeah. Right? He was kind of in the background, but he always has this like tone and this presence about him.
For me, his breakout role was with Eddie Murphy in I Spy. You might be a hater on that, but
Corey loves that movie.
That movie was so funny.
I cannot.
Go ahead.
That and Haunted Mansion will forever be his.
No. I don't really rock with him in Haunted Mansion, but that I Spy one, 57-0, baby, about to be 58-0.
No, listen. And Owen Wilson always looks like he just broke his nose.
Well, he
always has that mark.
That was the thing. He was like, I'm never going to get my nose fixed. When he first started, people would ask him about that.
But it's just, nah. I feel like there's a mark there, but I could be being picky. But no, I thought that was great. He was like kind of trying to convince Loki, and Loki's like, trust is for children and dogs. Again, this is 2012 arrogant Loki. Mm-hmm. And, they visit kind of Loki's latest hits, right?
Yeah.
And I loved it because they show him doing a high in the sky bank robbery, which, I mean, I said bank robbery, but it was robbing the plane.
Hijack.
He hijacked the plane. Shout out to DB Cooper.
So, which is totally crazy because earlier this year, there was a documentary on HBO Max about DB Cooper, which I was today years old when I watched it. About that, I never knew anything.
Knew.
Right, you said you did, but I never knew about DB Cooper. So for them to put that in there and me actually knowing what they're referencing,
so
I thought that was dope. So if you didn't know what that reference was about, go back. DB Cooper was an actual person that hijacked the plane. And they're saying that was Loki. I thought that was dope.
Jumped out of the plane in a parachute with a large sum of money.
$200,000.
There were bills found around the place, but no evidence. They have no idea.
Right, which was cool because when they sucked him up back to Asgard, it left some money.
There are theories, but no one really knows.
Maybe it really was Loki.
So, hey, maybe it was, and I'm here for it.
That was good. I like that.
So, this was giving me Time Hop vibes, right? There's this app called Time Hop, and it shows you what you posted on that day through like your whole social media life. And I will look at some of my posts and I'll be like, yikes. You didn't see Loki make the connection until he saw his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And saw that he still got 2012 energy. So he doesn't know all of the carnage that he leaves behind.
Right.
But she still looks at him with a mother's love and a mother's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So to find out that he was the reason that she was killed, that was pretty tough.
Yeah. But I will also say that he was able to see, even though he did that, Thor still loved him like a brother.
Mm-hmm.
And even Odin.
That was hard.
Thor and Odin still accepted him. And he got to see that.
Yeah, so
after he even did that to his mother.
In this clip, right, you see his mother, right? He killed his mother. Loki escapes for a minute, ends up coming back to the room. He watches Odin die.
Mm-hmm. Because of him.
Because of him.
Yep. Banished him to Earth from that nursing home.
I mean, I feel like Hela played a role in that too. In aging. I feel like that sped up Odin's process, right?
Okay.
I think. Comment down below. I'm going to blame Hela over Loki. I know
there is a theory out there. I don't really want to get into it because then we'll really be going down a rabbit hole and we ain't got enough time for that. But there is a theory because people always say, like, why did Thanos send Loki? You know what I mean? To do his dirty work. And the thing was, he knew that Loki was going to do what he did. It would set in motion that Odin would be gone. He would be able to go to Nidavellir to get the gauntlet made without Thor and Odin paying attention because they were paying attention to Loki.
Can we talk about that part?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fact that Loki sees his mom die? He escapes. He goes to the guy that he handed the Tesseract to, right? Mm-hmm. The claims person.
Yeah.
Opens a drawer. We all have that drawer with miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah.
But never once is our drawer full of a Tesseract and Infinity Stones.
And they feel like they're just paperweights.
Paperweights.
Which lets you know that Infinity Stones are still in play here.
Very much so.
Yep.
But I thought you had to be powerful to even hold an Infinity Stone. Well, hence the gauntlets.
Yeah, but they explain to you at the TVA, none of that magic, none of that matters.
Oh, that's right.
So those are worthless when you're there. Because Loki couldn't use the Tesseract.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's like that thing that you collect. For us, it's Funkos. And I always have the one-off ones that I know aren't worth anything, but they are invaluable to me.
Yeah.
Comment down below if we should do an updated Funko collection video. But, like, that's how I felt. So, he saw that. Then he went back and he saw, and I think you're right, Thanos.
But hold on. In that same scene, remember, Loki said, well, first of all, that guy's name is Casey.
Yes.
All right. Loki said, I'm going to gut you like a fish. And he didn't even understand.
He was like, what are fish?
Yeah. But, deep dive here. in Scary Movie, Drew Barrymore's character's name was Casey, and the Scream guy told her, "I'm gonna gut you like a fish."
Mind blown, guys. Because I don't watch scary movies.
Right. I knew you wouldn't know that.
I can't recall Scream.
Yeah,
I refuse.
Check the records.
I refuse to watch scary movies.
But that Scary Movie, I feel like Scary Movie wasn't scary.
But I must go to sleep to ID Discovery.
Right, which scares me.
Serial killers put me to sleep. Comment down below if you like me.
I said Scary
Sleep
Movie,
sound.
but it's Scream.
Scream.
Yeah, Scream and Scary Movie is the same to me. But
Scary Movie is a comedy.
Spoof. It's a spoof of
I've watched
Scream.
neither. I've watched neither.
But it's actually Scream. So Drew Barrymore's character was Casey, and the killer said, "I'm gonna gut you like a fish."
And wasn't Owen's brother in Scream, or no?
He might have been. I don't know.
Okay. Or no, it was somebody that reminds me of them. That played like the cop or something.
It's been
I thought.
so long, but
so he sees Odin die. Whew. Then, guys, I still have PTSD from Endgame. Okay, I still do. Then he sees the scene of all scenes.
Mm-hmm. No resurrections.
The Thanos choke out. Now, is 2012 Loki working?
For Thanos, yes. Which lets him know now I'm bugging.
Imagine watching your boss choke you out. Listen, guys.
Yeah. That's going to change a lot of things.
Take those PTOs because in 4 years they'll choke you out.
That's going to change a lot of things in this Loki.
You saw the connection in Loki's eyes. Like he's going to move differently. So I thought that was amazing. And then
back to the lobby though, the Miss Minute or what was her name? That's her name?
Yeah.
Did you see the poster in the back with her on the poster, and it was like it said at the bottom, "I'll clean your clock" or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
I've got to watch it again.
Yep, for sure.
Corey cheated. Corey watched it at 3 a.m. and however many other times until we got to watch it. But it was like when he saw Thanos choke him out, he went deep. Loki went deep. Loki said, because at the time he was still talking to talking to Agent Mobius. And Agent Mobius was like, "Come on, do you like wrecking carnage and killing people?" And Loki says, "It's a cruel and elaborate trick by the weak to instill." And Loki says, "It's a cruel and elaborate trick by the weak to instill fear." So he knows that he's not as grand as he pretends to be. Yeah. And Agent Mobius says, "Listen, you're a piece of the puzzle. Right? Yeah. You're the one that's going to queue up the Avengers." And he despises the Avengers at this point. But he's like, "No, listen, that was your purpose. Was to clear the path for the real ones."
I remember when he was in court, he was like, "How am I in trouble for this? It should be the Avengers. Yeah, they're the one." And she was like, "That was supposed to happen."
Yep.
So we learned about I can't think of what they are. The Guardians of the Time. The Timekeepers.
Yeah.
So we learned about the Timekeepers in that too. So keep that in mind. You skip
now, while after Loki sees that, we're kind of going back and forth, guys, because that's Loki's story in this. Agent Mobius is an agent for a reason, right? He's also doing some other things, such as solving the murders of the TVA agents.
Who's doing the killings? I want
to So you go back to 1549, Providence, France, and you find a murder TVA, which was the 6th attack in the last week.
And they were stabbed up. So who do you think it was?
I thought it was Loki.
You think it was Loki that did
I think it's them chasing Loki.
Yeah, I think it's a different variant of Loki.
Yeah, Loki's a stabber.
Yeah, right. That's exactly.
Loki's a stabber.
They stabbed him. That's Loki.
That's Loki's MO.
Yeah. But you don't know which one.
Can we talk about Loki's last name?
Yeah, Lokenstein or something. What is it?
I was today years old, guys. I was cracking up.
That's a play on Thor. Thor's last name is Odin's son.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's Loki's son.
Something, yeah. I thought it was funny. And really and truly, like, you see his arrogance. He's like, madam, a god doesn't plead. Like, I'm a god. But once he sees that he's choked out, that's when Agent Mobius has him reeled in and is like, listen, I need your help. I need you to help me catch a killer. And Loki's like, who is it? And it's like, it's you.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we see 1858, Salima, Oklahoma, TVA again. And there's somebody in all black.
Yep.
And we're just assuming it's Loki?
I am.
Yeah.
Loki is the villain in this show. Don't think it's another villain. Don't think because you've seen the devil in the pane window,
Yeah.
I mean in the stained glass window, that Mephisto's involved and all that.
No.
It
is
villain,
Loki all along.
Yeah, villain is Loki. Believe what they're telling you from the door.
Now, I can't wait. So for you, I know you said this was like ranked number 2 out of the 3 Marvel series, and I know that you want to believe what they say and you don't want to make assumptions, but how did you walk away from this episode?
You're like, oh, it's about to be on. This is probably going to be the best one, just because I feel like there's going to be so much impact from this, from this show itself, that's going to change some things. And I know, Kevin Feige is kind of setting it up to where you don't have to watch the shows to be able to watch the movies. But
listen.
I feel like this one is going to change everything.
Why doesn't Kevin Feige have his own day? His birthday should be a national holiday. Because let me tell you something. Kevin puts in work.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Marvel's lit, bro. You know that's my squad.
There is nothing more trying than battling with yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you have to hold yourself accountable and you have to do the work, so I'm here for it.
Did it feel longer than 51 minutes?
Yes.
It did to me also.
It did. Yeah. It felt longer because you know in your MCU mind how much
a movie has to, yeah.
Like you literally
how
gave
much needs
us
to be explained.
Right. You gave us Odin's death, Loki's death,
and got Loki up to speed on where we're at right now in present day.
When I tell you,
51 minutes, they killed it.
Yeah. No, it was amazing. I love the cast because just to see each one be a badass in their own right, I was here for.
Yeah.
I was here for. I'm curious to see if we will have any guest appearances. Because I thought it was interesting when we saw Thor, Valkyrie, and Loki.
Yeah, well, Kevin Feige gave them the green light. They can have any characters they want in this. So we'll see who shows up.
Woomy plays Hunter B-15. And she's about that life.
Yeah.
If I could see Woomy go head-to-head with Valkyrie.
I mean, she can be on that whole squad. Like, it could be a squad. Her, Valkyrie, Okoye.
Yeah. Corey's all for unity. I'm choosing violence. I'm like, I can see them go against it. Corey's like, that could be a squad.
Yeah, Ayo, Black Widow.
Guys, can we see the Collector just because I miss him so much? And his brother. They could leave the cast as it is and not add anyone.
There's a theory out there because they claim that it's going to be, you might see Kid Loki, you might see Lady Loki, you're going to see old Loki. There is a rumor that old Loki could actually be the Grand Master. But I don't know.
I see that.
I know.
And him and the Grandmaster were cool.
Yeah.
And their wittiness is the same.
Yep.
Guys, we have 1,000,001 theories, and we're so glad and grateful that you tuned in to have this talk with us. Be sure to comment in the comments. Duran, Lee, we're looking for you. We're looking for everyone
back, baby,
to give their ideas and their theories. I'm all about theories. Corey's all about it is what it is. So you let me know.
Now, I like theories too, but I gotta take everything when I watch the series at face value.
Yes.
They're not gonna get me again like they got me with Ralph Boner.
Oh, I know. I'm so mad. I'm mad all over again. So, guys, if you enjoyed our first reaction, real review of episode 1 for Loki, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell because we will have updates for you every week, and like this video. If you're wondering what to do this summer since outside is outside again, please be sure to check our travel vlogs, and we'll be on the road again. So we'll be balancing our TV life and our road life, and we would love to bring you along.
Yeah, and we might watch TV on the road.
Not while you're driving, though.
Oh. I gotta stop doing that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Makes me scared. Just saying. Alright, guys. Well, thanks again for tuning in. Corey, what do you think? So you say it's number 2, but you're really impressed. You're looking forward to next week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Because I feel like this was post-pandemic. I mean, I feel like they filmed it during the pandemic, where the other 2 series had to be stopped because of the pandemic.
So you think the momentum will keep it going?
Yeah, I feel like they were able to film everything and just keep it moving.
If you are like us and love all things Marvel, like we said, be sure to check out Itsy Magic. She's got some Avengers Campus vlogs. Be sure to follow the hashtags for all things fandom. And be sure to join us again. In the words of Loki, Wednesday is the new Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm here for it.
I wish that was the truth for work.
Wednesday is the new Friday.
All
right, guys. Well, until the next time.
Keep tripping.
Bye, guys.